What expats are really experiencing with Thai banks, the key word being experiencing. Now, when you live in Thailand long enough, you start to see patterns, whether they be in the banking system, immigration, rules, regulations, and sometimes they're clear, sometimes they're ridiculous, and sometimes they're really dangerous, or they could mean quite a lot to a foreigner who decides to trust the wrong institution. And I've said it before, but Thailand doesn't want your problems, but guess what? It doesn't care if it makes problems for you. And today I want to share a real comment from a viewer. Actually, I have three, but I'll share this one first with one of Thailand's biggest banks. It starts with an S, and that's all I'm going to say. And what happened when they threatened to block him out of his own account, it's a story that is worth paying attention to, because this isn't just about one guy. It's about the future of foreigners here and the risk we all face. Now, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok, American who's been living in Thailand for over 30 years. Just do me one favor, please, if you would. Please click like on this video if you like it. Click like on my live streams when you see them. And if you have yet to subscribe, please do so. And remember to hit the notification bell, because that will help you keep informed of all the videos and live streams. Also, if you'd like to send me a message, you need a consultation, well, email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get into it. Now I'm going to read this letter word for word, okay? And I thought this was a very interesting and insightful comment. I have accounts with 3 banks and recently moved all my funds out of this bank because I no longer trust this bank after they sent me a message threatening to block access to my own account unless I fix a mismatch between my bank account name and the name on my phone SIM card. The main issue was their heavy-handed demand that it be fixed on the same day that I was sent the message. Now, in other words, that gave me less than 24 hours to fix the issue or lose access to my account. As it turned out, all my details were 100% correct. And the geniuses at the bank had made a mistake, and ironically, they threatened to deny my access to my account on the basis of incorrect information that they were using. Their fault. I wonder if they said sorry. I kind of doubt it. My response was to make a robust complaint to the bank and move all my funds out of there, because luckily I have accounts with CASHAPP and Bank of Ayutthaya. Now, I believe the problem at this particular bank I'm referring to arises because it employs overzealous people who are using this as an opportunity to make life difficult for foreigners. Now, I don't know why they would make life difficult, why they would try to make life difficult for foreigners. I don't know why they would go out of their way to do this, but you know what? It could be coming from the top, not to trust those dirty foreigners, those dastardly villains. I don't know. But in my view, this is him again. In my view, those employees are only succeeding in damaging the bank's brand name and driving customers away. I agree. And when they can interpret their own laws, their own rules from what the Bank of Thailand issues, well, that gets to be a problem. And, you know, to me, it's like I went in with a retirement visa, tried to get my kids an account, and they said, oh, no, cannot. You don't have a work permit. I said, how am I supposed to have a work permit with a retirement visa? I ended up getting it opened when I said to them, well, I have a marriage certificate. Oh, you married to a Thai? Yes. Okay, no problem. And this is the thing. You know, you're going to have some guidelines, then make sure the guidelines are uniform across the board. I mean, some things I understand you need some leeway, but Jesus, not with this. As a consequence of this experience, I now fully consider this bank to be a high-risk place to save my funds, and I will no longer deposit any money there. The consequence for them is that if too many customers leave the bank because of poor customer experience, if they have a poor customer experience, such as mine, they will then become a smaller bank and the shareholders will suffer. It's easy to move money into Thailand, but Thailand imposes capital controls on larger sums being transferred out of Thailand. The easy solution is to only bring in small amounts of money at any given time and leave the bulk of your money offshore somewhere where it's going to be much safer. Now, I will say this. I have transferred 2 times. I've transferred money out of Thailand, and they were, one was 50,000 and the next was 85,000. It was like going through the Inquisition. I mean, 2 hours of sitting there with paperwork. Another hour to finally get it to go through to where they said, okay, it'll be there in 3 days, 3 to 5 days, or whatever it was, and then it was there, the next day. But it was very difficult, and, they make it to where, no, you can't take the money out of here, but you can bring it in. Just bring that money in. And that's what he's saying here. And let me just tell you something. I changed my address on my Wise card from Thailand to the United States. I changed the country because I have an address in the U.S. And guess what? I'm getting a Wise card. Now, with that Wise card, I don't have to take any cash out with the Wise card. If I want, I can just transfer like I usually do from Wise to a Thai bank account, from Wise to my U.S. bank account. And quite frankly, if I'm transferring money, well, I only want to transfer what I need in cash here. So, and I can do that pretty quickly, usually within seconds. So if I just need, okay, I'm going to keep 10,000 baht in this account just in case. Then I say, okay, I need some cash for this month. Okay, I need 10, 20,000. I transfer 20,000. I use that just for the cash. The rest, guess what? It's on my cards in the U.S., in Wise, and that's it. I don't have to bring in a huge amount of money every month. I don't need to do that, and I don't want to do that because I don't like their rules and regulations and what they're doing. Now, this guy goes on to say, I am a multi-millionaire and have a 10-year LTR visa, and I only bring in small amounts of money into Thailand at any given time because of the high-risk environment stemming from the uncertainty of the constantly changing rules for foreigners. And the trend seems to be getting worse and worse for them rather than going the other way. And what I'll say is, how does this make investors feel? If I was an investor, I won't invest here. I won't even put my money in the stock market here, okay? But if I were to do something like that, how would it make me feel hearing these kind of stories and thinking about all the rules and regulations and how the government is operating? Well, I mean, if it was me, I would just be like, I'm out of here. I know I can find better places to put my money. All right, so I got another comment from a guy. He says, exactly the same. I don't trust banks anyway. I've used this bank for 22 years now. This is the same bank as the last guy. Now I use CASHAPP as my primary account. It's absolutely disgusting the way the other bank treats its customers. They will, in my opinion, fail. It's a matter of time. It'll just be a bank. So fuck them. That's what he says. He means fuck them. Anyway. There's one other comment, and the guy says, I confirm everything you say. Just arrived, and that facial recognition feature is a bug that never seems to work for me. Buying a car with BBL, Bangkok Bank, has been a nightmare. Now, it could just be this one case. I don't know. But, let's just unpack this. The reality is that Thai banks are becoming increasingly hostile or at least careless when it comes to foreigners. Today it is a SIM card name mismatch. Tomorrow it's a new facial scan rule. And the day after it could be a demand that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't surprise me. The bigger issue is trust. There you go. How do investors feel? Do they trust Thailand? If you can't trust your bank, what good is it? If the people managing your money decide to freeze it because of their own mistake, you don't really own the money anymore. They are just controlling you and doing whatever they want. And that's why so many foreigners now are keeping less money in Thailand and more offshore. So basically there's 2 things to remember, and that is that, one, foreigners are losing confidence in the system here. And that's not about just one particular bank. It's a trend. And number two, the rules keep shifting, and they rarely shift in our favor. Just like most of the time, hey, things get more expensive, but rarely do they get cheaper. Okay, unless they're trying to get rid of it because they have a new model coming in or whatever. And this is the danger of becoming an expat here. The government wants high-value tourists. They're not providing anything high value for the most part, and they want the money inflow, but the system that they have built makes it harder and riskier to keep money here because it makes it difficult to get it out. You know, there's a lot of reasons why. But you can like the food, you can like the people, you can enjoy the lifestyle. But the financial side is actually very shaky at best. So whether you're a retiree with a few $1,000s a month or you're a multimillionaire with an old LTR visa, the lesson is the same. Do not put all your eggs in the Thai banking basket. Keep your money diversified, keep it safe, and only bring in what you really need. That's the long and short of it. So do me a favor, remember to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to show support for this channel. You can do so by hitting the VIP button down below. You can get a VIP membership to this channel for as little as $1.99. And again, if you want to message me or you need a consultation, email an American in Bangkok at gmail.com. And that's all I have. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di leo jerkan mai. That's good luck and see you again. Take care.